Thank you for being here with us. Happy Friday, and I am Angie.
And I'm Nikki.
And thank you for being here with us again.
Yes, and before we get started, Angie, we have a question for them today. And please feel free to answer honestly.
Okay. I hope you don't get a little nervous, Nikki, or everyone else, because the question is, have you ever been rejected before?
Ooh, that's a good question. Multiple times, whether it's school, people, rejection is part of life. It builds character.
You know what? I can agree, because I have also been rejected several times before. I've been rejected by people, been rejected by schools, I've been rejected by others, even when sharing my faith. It's just part of life, as you said.
And our idea being rejected by Brother Bob just now didn't feel too great.
Yes, it did seem a little ridiculous. I mean, what was I thinking? Confetti? Who even throws confetti these days? Okay, but seriously, rejection can really make someone feel down and feel a little discouraged.
Maybe you don't feel like even trying anymore. Well, that's exactly what we'll be talking about on today's show, rejection. But before we continue, go ahead and type in the phrase of the day in the comment section. The phrase of the day, it's an uplifting phrase for anyone that feels a little bit discouraged today.
Yes, just, make sure you type that in right there, because, we're talking about rejection. Getting rejected doesn't feel good, and that applies to any aspect in life, whether it is school, whether it is work, or even among our interpersonal relationships. See, there's so many, it happens. It just happens in many parts of life.
And sometimes, rejection makes us feel like we've completely failed at something. But we got to remember that's not always the case.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, here in the Church of Christ, we are always taught that everything, God has a reason to allow things to happen. There's always a reason for whatever we go through in life. Isn't that right?
Yes. And I remember an episode of The Solution that talks about exactly how that happens, and it actually helped me through a difficult time, starting college, and it was the first time I had a really low grade on an exam. And I think it's perfect for anyone that needs to hear. So let's listen to a clip.
Let's go.
There will be times of success, but there will also be times when we don't succeed. This could lead us to feeling like a complete failure, bringing us down and wanting to give up. What should we do if we ever feel like a complete failure and maybe even feel hopeless? Let's turn to the pages of the Bible and read what is written here in Psalm 42:11. But oh my soul, don't be discouraged. Don't be upset. Expect God to act. For I know that I shall again have plenty of reason to praise Him for all that He will do. He is my help. He is my God.
You see, isn't that really good advice, Nikki? When we feel discouraged, we always know that God will act, and His timing is always perfect.
Yes, and speaking of thinking with perfect timing, I think it's prize time!
That is true. And for today's prize, we're going to start off really strong. And we actually have this crew neck sweater. Nikki, you want to talk about it a little bit? I know some people might have seen it earlier.
Yes, so for those that were here with us on Instagram Live, I know you guys actually voted for this sweatshirt right here, but we loved it so much, so we're going to give it away to you guys for today. So let me just hold it up real quick.
Yeah, isn't
there
it
you
cute?
Go.
And all you have to do is fill in the blank. So Nikki, go ahead, give us the question.
Yes, so if we are feeling discouraged, we shouldn't let it overtake us, but instead expect God to blank. Is it A?
Forget.
Is it B?
Act.
Is it C?
Punish.
Or is it D?
None of the above.
Okay, so while they're doing that, while they're, answering the question, let's actually check on a couple comments, shall we? We haven't done that yet.
Let's go see what people have to say. Okay. Oh, Jillian said a topic we all need to hear. Oh,
yes.
That is true.
She's one of our regulars. And we have JB. Hello po everyone, tuning in from the locale of Chula Vista.
Hello, San Diego. Make sure you stay with us.
Thank
Make sure
you for
stay with
tuning
us.
in.
Okay. Oh, Catherine Paraga said, love that opening. Shout out to Kabab for being with us, even if he did reject our idea.
And then let me read one more from Vicky. Good evening from London, UK district. Hello, Ate Angel and Ate Nikki. Oh, hello to you too. Hello.
Thank you for being here with us. You know, I think that was enough time. So why don't we go back to the question and go through it one more time, okay?
Just as a refresher. So if we are feeling discouraged, we shouldn't let it overtake us, but instead expect God to blank. Okay, is it A?
Forget.
Is it B?
Act.
Is it C?
Punish.
Or is it D?
None of the above.
Okay, drum roll, please.
Everyone drum roll on your own.
Okay, the answer is B.
That is right.
Yes, and congratulations to those who answered correctly. And if you did it, don't feel rejected or discouraged. We have plenty more opportunities for you to win.
And, speaking of rejection, one that we face a lot as members of the Church of Christ is rejection when it comes to sharing our faith.
Oh, that's true. But as we just heard, we shouldn't feel discouraged by these different things.
Yeah, and I know we got encouragement from that little episode that we heard from The Solution.
But what are some ways we can talk about our faith with friends, even if they possibly have different beliefs from us?
Okay, before we start off, we have to say, first we have to be respectful and we have to be open to listening to our friends well. Most importantly, we have to be honest about our faith, right?
Honesty is a good one. And there's actually this episode of Heart and Soul, which is my favorite podcast, that actually gives good advice on this specific topic.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Actually, the video is called How to Deal When Friends Have Different Faith.
Yes, and I think hearing advice from people who have shared their faith with others is something that we need here and there, and people that are honest when it comes to sharing their experience.
Very true, very true. So before we get to talking too much, let's go ahead, roll that clip.
So engaging in conversations regarding religion and faith is something really that strengthens our own faith. Because if we engage in conversation and if we're talking about it, then it enforces what we have. And why is it that we should do that? This instruction, and I'll read here in 1 Peter 3:15. It says, be ready to speak up and tell anyone who asks why you're living the way you are. The reason why we should be calm, the reason why we should not be frustrated, the reason why we should speak up is because we should know our faith.
So, we've all been there before, right?
Yes, definitely. And I completely agree with what Brother Richie says, and how sharing our faith not only reinforces our beliefs, but makes us a little less scared of rejection.
I totally agree. Especially, I love the part where he mentions, speaking up, because we should know our own faith. And like you said, it only strengthens our beliefs.
Yes, and for those who have seen this episode, you guessed it, a special gift from your friends here at incmedia. We actually have these notebooks right here. Look how cute. Okay, so why don't we open them, kind of show them?
Yeah, show them that one first.
Okay, so for this one, for those that are creative, we have it's like dots, little dots. If they,
I know you can't see it.
You can't really see it, but there's dots. And also for those that want to sketch or write, we have completely blank pages for those that want to be super creative.
I know, we're trying to give you more liberties. And also we have this one. This one is a little on the larger side, but it's the same idea. So we have some dotted here at the front, and then here at the back we have some
for school, for work.
Yeah, anything could be for church too.
Yes.
Isn't it really cute? All right, so Nikki, tell me, how does one get these prizes?
Well, it's super easy, Angie. All you have to do is answer this question based on what we just shared.
All right, what's the question?
So in the question, or in the podcast, what did our minister of the gospel advise us on why we should be calm in sharing our faith?
Yes.
Is it A?
It will make you immune to rejection.
Is it B?
It strengthens our own faith.
Is it C?
You should be calm because incmedia has content for you to share your faith with others and cool tools for that too. I wonder what the answer will be. I don't know, Nikki.
I don't know either, but I should just share my faith more so I become immune to rejection. It kind of sounds like the way to go.
Anyways, why don't we go ahead and read some comments?
All right.
Okay, let's see. Who do we have here? You want to go first, Nikki?
Ooh, okay, let's see. Ling Hinkle, those notebooks would be perfect for taking notes during worship service. Yes,
agree.
I totally agree with that.
I like what Joy Ann said. She said, failure is part of growth. Good thing we always have our Lord God. That is so true. That is so true.
I love this episode already,
it's
but
really
I will read another one from Brother Mark Noel Macasero. Rejection, when we absorb it, it is also a part of God's will and plan for us.
Ooh. You know what? Maybe this notebook would be useful for you to
I
write
like
down
that.
the comments on the chat. So look forward to it.
Yes.
Okay, Nikki.
All right.
Let's
so,
go.
So let's go through this question one more time, just as a little refresher. So
Yes.
in the podcast, what did our minister of the gospel advise us on why we should be calm in sharing our faith? Is it A?
It will make you immune to rejection.
Is it B?
It strengthens our own faith.
Or is it C?
You should be calm because incmedia has the content for you to share your faith with others and cool tools for that too.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Sounds pretty convincing, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
All right. Is everyone ready for the answer? Everyone? Can we get a drum roll,
Ready?
please?
Drum roll.
The answer is B, but also C is correct.
Yes. So we have two correct answers. So if any of you answered those correctly, congratulations to you.
Yes, and before we move on, I want to say that we're sorry.
Oh, Angie, why are we sorry? Why are we sorry?
Because sharing your faith won't make you immune to rejection. I'm sorry, Nikki. Because we've all felt it, am I right?
Yes, and but it will make you better at it, just like was said earlier, and it will be even easier to do the more you try.
Yes, yes. Even if things hurt us, like being rejected by the people we love, at the end of the day, we choose our faith over everything.
Angie, that's a great point, because that's the thing that will actually help us the most.
Yes, but we do admit choosing our faith is a choice that we make. But life doesn't always make it the easiest choice to make.
And I think if there's anyone who can speak on if it's the best or not, it would be our friend Gus.
Gus?
Yeah.
Gus. Where did I know that from? Sounds kind of familiar.
Yes, Gus from Faith Speaks.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Do we need to play Win It in a Minute again?
No. No. We do not need to play this again. No. Can someone shut the intro, please? Please?
Oh.
No, we've been through this several times. I'm good.
Okay.
I remember his story now. His story is really inspiring because it's about how finding the Church of Christ literally changed his life, even if some of those closest to him changed because of that choice. So why don't we go ahead and show them what it's about?
Becoming a Church of Christ member has given my world a bit of color, a form of spiritual strength that I know can support me when the colors turn gray. And somehow, this experience has given me new hope when it comes to my relationship with my family. Today, my mother is more understanding of my decision, and she still struggles with it, and those struggles can still lead to arguments, but I am thankful that she understands and sees my happiness first. This opens the opportunity for me to show her the truth I found in the Church of Christ. On the other hand, my father avoids the topic of religion, avoids conflict whenever we talk. In honesty, I'm okay with that. I have hope that sooner or later, he will see and wonder why that smile on my face does not fade away, even when times get tough.
That was a really good one. And
was.
honestly, Gus is such an inspiration and so brave to be vulnerable about his journey with us.
That is right, and such an inspiration. Gus, if you happen to be watching us today, we want to thank you so much for sharing your story. I was there with you during that Faith Speak, so I know. And I know so many people will be able to relate to your experience.
Angie, did you forget to put your phone on silent again?
Nikki, I've been doing this for a while. I know better. Are you sure it's not yours?
It might be mine. Oh, it's still ringing.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello, Angie, Nikki.
Hi!
Hi, Katrina!
Everybody say hi to Katrina.
Yes, everyone say hi.
Hi, Katrina.
Yes, she's from the Philippines. I know it's super early right now,
Yeah,
so
that's
thank
true.
you for being with us
Everyone
here.
say good morning to Katrina in the comments below, please.
Good.
Good morning.
Magandang
It's 6
umaga,
a.m. here
Katrina.
in the Philippines.
Yes.
All right, let's.
Oh, Angie and Nikki.
Oh,
Yes.
Right
yes.
when you played part of Guy's story, I knew I had to call in because I wanted to share how much his story inspires me.
That is so awesome, Katrina. We are so thankful that you are here, and we want to hear all about it. So, why don't you go ahead and tell us, why do you think Gus's story is different from other faith speaks that you've heard?
Oh, Guy's story discussed how he loves his family so much, but he never hesitated to choose his faith despite the rejections he received from his loved ones. Po.
Yes, and that's a really good one, Sister Katrina. I know you mentioned about family. So how has your family inspired you in your faith?
Oh, my family inspired me in my faith because my parents, they are the ones who has their church duties, always giving us the reminders. We should be early on going to church when we perform our church duties, and always reminding us, even we are reminded during our worship services.
I see. Wait, Katrina, before we move on, I just want to make one last question. I know you were talking about Gus's story and like how it, it's kind of heavy when it's dealing with family, but how did his story inspire you personally?
Oh, his story inspires me personally po, because we face rejections, right? But even we face rejection also when it comes to sharing our faith, we still be thankful because we shared our faith, and that rejections motivate us to do more our part to share our faith to those non-brethren.
That is true.
Ooh,
That
that's
is
a
very,
good one.
very well said. You never know if you're
Yes.
going to change someone's life.
Yes. Have you ever experienced rejection when it comes to sharing your faith, Angie?
Oh yeah, so many
of time?
times. Yeah, I've been rejected by my friends at least 5 times.
Yeah. And honestly, same here. Yeah, same here. I think rejection is a part when you share your faith, but it allows us to just continue on. So with that being said, everyone, just make sure to go check out Gus's story. The link will actually, so it's easier for you, it's going to be in the chat. And Gus made a really big sacrifice for his faith. And I'm sure that all of these sacrifices do not go unrewarded.
Exactly. Anyone who sacrifices their time and things that are important to them for their faith is truly deserving of blessings. Wait, now that I think about it, aren't our viewers sacrificing their time to be here despite everything they're doing? Like, look at Katrina. Like,
Yeah.
she's here. It's like 5 in the
Super
morning over there.
early.
6 in the morning.
That's true.
6 in the
And
morning.
yeah, morning, night, afternoon. It's true, and they do this every week.
That is true. That is true.
Does that mean it's
Prize time! That is true.
our favorite time of day of Friday? Again. So because we watched Gus's story, and because we're also gearing up for Faith Speaks in San Diego.
That's why San Diego, if you're listening to us, I hope
Comment
you're
down below.
excited.
Yes. Today we're actually going to give out this awesome Faith Speaks shirt.
Yes.
All right.
Crew neck.
Right there. Crew neck. Yes. Because it's getting a little bit cold in some parts of California. Yes.
Yes.
All right. There you go.
It's perfect for all year round. It makes you excited. So those of you who are watching us and who love Faith Speaks, be ready. So for today, we want you to share with us for a chance to win this prize. What are the lessons that you have learned from rejection?
I know they've been typing that earlier too, and as we've seen through these different pieces of content, rejection can be a very good teacher to us, and we want to help each other learn more.
Yeah, so actually, Katrina, could you share with us what is a lesson that you have learned from rejection?
We know that rejection strengthens our faith, and when we face rejection, it's a sign that we should pray more and expect God to act for us.
I
Very
like
well
that.
said. Very
Very
well
wise
said.
words.
Nikki, do you have any lesson that you have learned from rejection? Any experiences?
I want to bring back the whole sharing your faith aspect. I think I learned that a delay is not necessarily a denial. So sometimes when, we don't always, the people we invite, if they don't say yes right away, as long as we're persistent and we're genuine, God will call them and do the rest. So that's what I learned as I continue to share my faith.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nikki. Why don't we read some of their comments and see what people are sharing, okay?
Okay, let's,
I know, there's a lot. Oh, where do we start? You want to go first?
Okay, let's read. Brother Christian de Dios, San Diego County is listening. SDC Rise Up. Yes, thank you for always tuning in to our incmedia Live.
Yes, and actually, Katrina, do you want to read a comment for us too, since you're here with us?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Let me read this one. Commented by Ling Hinkel. It took over 30 years for my dad to become a member. Even if rejected, he never gave up.
Ooh.
That is really impactful.
I'm getting
Also,
so inspired.
Katrina, I think there was a comment specifically for you. It said, Katrina, your short hair is so cute.
Thank you.
All right.
Brother Marcus said too.
Okay.
That rejections are redirections. Everything will happen and work for the better.
That is true. Very well said. Okay.
There's
Any
a
more that you would
lot.
like to read, Nikki?
Let me see. Let's read one more. Sister Judith, happy viewing, everyone. Greetings from the District of Mediterranean. So we have worldwide viewers over here.
We do.
Everywhere.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us. And let's see. Do you think that was enough
Yeah,
time?
I think we've. Actually, maybe let's continue to, since this is a very, nice episode.
Okay.
Speaking about vulnerability and rejection, I think a lot of them have more things to say to us.
Okay. Let's see. Actually, before we continue, Anna Quinto says, Happy Friday from the local Riverside District of Orange County. Hello, Orange County. We see you. We know that you're here with us.
Yes. And then I think this is actually for you, Angie, from Sister Aina. I hope I pronounced your name right. Is it Aina? Aina. Angie is so funny. Yes. I totally agree.
Thank you.
Yes.
Making me all shy.
Okay, and then maybe one more because I really like this one right here.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, read it.
By Rebecca, rejection is protection. Sometimes we experience failure, but God blesses us with greater things from the District of Greater Toronto. Wow. I'm getting so inspired.
Profound.
Yes.
No, I think I might need to write down this whole comment section.
Yes, we do. Yeah,
on my
learning a
notebook.
lot. Okay, I think, is that enough time? Do you think, Angie?
I think it's
Yeah,
enough
I think
time.
that was plenty of time, and we see all of your answers coming in, so thank you for that.
All right.
Yes.
So remember, stay with us till the very end of the show to see if you are a winner.
And I think it's time to finally announce the winners. And
All right.
Katrina, will you do the honor of reading our winners today?
Yes, my
All
pleasure.
right.
Katrina.
Yes. Congratulations, Janice Enrique Blanco, Ana Alejandro,
Yeah.
Shana Joyce Domingo, and Jamie Lorraine Angela. Did you notice that they are all ladies?
Yes.
Yeah,
Everyone
they
here
are.
is winners, yes. And, don't worry if you didn't win this week. We will be here again next week to give you more chances to win a lot of these awesome prizes that we have for you.
Absolutely, but make sure to join us every week to be a little more inspired each time. And unfortunately, guys, this is the end of our show. This is all the time we have for you today. We just want to say thank you for being here with us.
We
And
want you to know that we'll be here with you
for you,
every single week.
keeping you updated and uplifted and inspired. Sorry.
With your favorite incmedia content.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Oh, Katrina, thank you for being here with us. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Bye. See you next week.
Looking for a new podcast? Do you want to listen to positive and inspiring conversations? Download the incmedia mobile app. Click on the audio tab, click on the Kindness Moves podcast. Find an episode and click on it. Press the heart icon and add it to your playlist. Now you're all set. Press play and enjoy.
Kindness is an act.
Life. It's an intimidating, yet incredible thing, and we are all a part of it. Everyone has a story to tell and a perspective to share. There is value in understanding the experiences of others to uplift, inspire, and help you witness life lessons and tune into the message right here at Vantage Point.